Hey everybody, we are going to continue on with Unit 5 with these notes today. So we're going to talk for a few minutes about mining. So when I say the word mining, you guys probably think of gold mining, some coal mining, something like that. What we really need to focus on are the types of mining and how damaging they are to the environment. Because if you think about it, we have to actually disrupt the surface of the earth in order to recover these minerals, ores, oil, etc. Okay? So, why do we use mining? Obviously, we have to do it in order to get the components that are needed for lots of different things that we use today, but it also can provide low-cost energy to us. Now, we're going to get into coal and oil and natural gas a little bit later on in another unit, but mining is also used to recover gold, aluminum, cobalt, lots of different things. Okay, so mining, all right, it helps to provide low-cost energy. Okay, it also provides materials needed to make products. Virtually everything that we own that is some type of an electronic or appliance has materials in it that were mined from some location. Now, I'm not talking about things like your clothing, unless it contains metal, but even things like cell phones contain materials that have to be mined out of the earth. Okay? Now, an example of something that has to be mined to give us energy is going to be coal. Like I said, we will talk more in detail about coal, the different types of coal, and how we use coal when we get to the unit on non-renewable energy. Okay? Now, this pie chart right here is showing you no, we don't mine for oxygen because it's in the air, but the material that we mine out of the earth, most of it is going to contain oxygen molecules. So this pie chart is showing us basically what percentage of that element is recovered through mining. Okay? So these are all recovered through mining. Okay, you don't need to know the percentages, but I just thought it was a really good visual because here's a big chunk of aluminum. We use aluminum in a lot of different things. Now, the flip side of mining is what it actually does to the planet. Okay, we know that it can be very destructive and it can contaminate the air and the water. So we're going to put big butt. The mining process destroys habitats, contaminates groundwater, and I'm going to show you guys examples of these. Releases dust particles, so there's your air pollution. And we do have a whole unit on air pollution later on. Releases dust particles and methane. Now, methane is a word that we have not heard in quite a while. Remember methane or cow farts, it's that CH4. It's that super greenhouse gas that is able to trap a lot of heat. Okay? All right, so let's scroll down to the next chart. All right, so this is an estimate of the approximate supplies of metal reserves remaining. So this is going to be global versus solely the United States. How many years do we have left of this reserve? Okay, so if we look at iron, and we use iron for a lot of things, usually construction, we have globally enough to supply us for 120 years, 40 in the United States. Aluminum, as you can see here, globally, we're pretty good, 330 years. But look at the United States, 2. So what does that tell us? We have to import this. We have to buy this from other countries. So then we have to pay extra for it because we have to ship it. Now, if you look down here, these are where some elements are that we use in a lot of electronics that are not available in the United States. So we have to import them from other countries. And I'm going to talk more about these here in just a second. Okay. So these right here are the metal reserves. That are most commonly mined. Okay, these are the ones that we use the most. Now, we know that it is damaging to the earth. I'm so sad that we can't do the cookie mining lab this year because it's so much fun. You guys get to eat the cookies too, but darn you, COVID. All right, so damaging to the earth in 2 ways. The first way is directly damaging. Okay, so that's going to be the obvious degradation of the earth. And then the second is going to be indirectly. Indirectly is going to be the pollution and waste. Okay, so now I want to look at this. Now, let's pull these elements down right here, the ones that we boxed right here. The nickel, the chromium, the cobalt, the manganese. Okay, these are typically found through slave labor in African countries. Slave labor is commonly used in African countries. So, slaves are used to mine these 4 elements right here, along with gold, diamonds, and coal. Okay, now I do want to talk a few minutes about diamonds. Okay, so diamonds that are mined through slave labor are referred to as blood diamonds, because as you can see from this picture, guys, there is a armed guard here. He's got a high-powered weapon, and typically if the slaves are not working fast enough or they're not getting enough diamonds out of the water when they're mining, they're punished, they're beaten, and a lot of slaves die. And a lot of this, guys, is child labor as well. So that's why they're called blood diamonds. If there's a diamond that comes from an African country that uses slave labor, it is called a blood diamond. Now, a lot of our main jewelry stores like Zales and Robbins Brothers, is that one? I don't know. Jared's, a lot of those places do buy these blood diamonds, okay? And then, we buy them as consumers. So this is my challenge to you, okay? And kind of specifically for you guys, but girls can propose too, whatever you want to do. When you're looking at jewelry, make sure it's a conflict-free diamond. So conflict-free means that it was imported from a country that does not use slave labor. And when you are shopping for diamonds, you're shopping for jewelry, ask the store, do you purchase conflict diamonds? Do you purchase blood diamonds? And if they say yes, I encourage you to find another location. Now, with my wedding ring came from my mother, so I'm very confident that mine is not a blood diamond, or else I would not be wearing it. So I think it's really important for you guys to educate yourselves, because you are future consumers in this market. So you may not think it's a big deal, which is it's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But if you want to really understand how this process works, I encourage you to go watch a movie, and I'm going to write it down here at the bottom. I think the movie is called Blood Diamond, and it has Leonardo DiCaprio in it. It's a little bit of an older movie, and when I say older, it's like 15 years old, okay? Please go watch this movie. It's an amazing movie. It kind of opens your eyes to the whole process of what the slaves have to go through, and it's just a really good movie. So I really encourage you guys to watch that. I can't put it up for you guys to watch because it's rated R, but you guys can find it at home, rent it. You know your sources, okay? So in the next video, we're going to talk about the different types of mining and some well-known mining accidents.